Hey, welcome to Saturday Morning Quarterback Show. I'm your host, Greg Hicks, along with head coach Tanner Glisson. We're live at the Kia showroom this Saturday morning, and what a beautiful day it is. Cloud cover, just couldn't be more of a gorgeous day. College football is starting. But, you know, the biggest thing is that we had a wonderful game last night, Coach. Really exciting. It'll make a grown man have a heart attack. If you're not careful, buddy. Congratulations on that win last night.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Guys just kept fighting and kept battling, and that was one of the better football games I've been a part of.
Well, it was definitely exciting from the start. We made a comment. Bowden runs a wing tee, and a lot of the teams, especially in high school, gravitate toward the wing tee. You'll see a lot more in high school than any other level. A lot of motion in that, and we definitely had our challenges, and they had we were asked last night, what's the strategy? We play them next week. Well, and Jack Mormon saying, stop number 4.
Hey, I tell you what, he's a heck of a football player. And the last 3 weeks, we've seen people with Hardaway, Kendrick, and Bowden that run right at us right now. And we're just not good enough defensively to handle things right at us right now. We're not really aggressive at the point of attack. But we just kept fighting last night, and we came up with some big stops in the second half. And typically with an inexperienced team, it's kind of hard to make adjustments to. And so, we came in with a plan. And then what we did a lot last night is we took away what they were trying to do at the point of attack, and the cutback was there. And because we were so fast-flowing trying to get the C-gap, we had some problems with the cutback and tried to fix it with our linebacker and our safety and got it fixed when it really mattered on a couple key stops, but wasn't consistently been able to get it fixed. And typically you see that with an inexperienced team. If you don't get 100 reps that week in practice doing it, it's hard to make those changes on the fly. But kudos to our coaches and our folks that just kept battling.
What it amounts to is when it counted, they did what they needed to do to make that stop.
Big stop.
Series.
That series and the series before that. Yeah. We had to make 2 big stops right there in the fourth quarter. And, you look out there's a lot of sophomores out there playing. And but we're just excited, tickled to death. Those kids, and it goes back to the type of character kids we have and the parents that raise these kids and send them to us. They just have such great character and there's a never say die attitude. And you can work with that.
Yeah, you can. It sure is a lot easier to work with that than some other things we've had. Hey, I want to shout out to Unity Baptist Church. They provided the meal last night for you guys, and that goes a tremendous effort. We, the Touchdown Club, have been working with local churches and groups to help feed the boys, and we've got 1 or 2 out, but 1 or 2 dates left, but for the most part, we're excited about these churches helping out.
And provided Gatorades that we drank at halftime last night, too, and that was important, and we appreciate those people over there doing that. That's great.
A lot of sweating last night. The field conditions were pretty nice. I was driving to the stadium. I thought, wow, the cloud cover's gone, humidity's rising, it's going to be hot. But then it kind of settled down right before kickoff. A little breeze on the field. It actually turned out to be nice.
Yeah, it turned out to be nice. I tell you, it sure was. I didn't pay much attention to the weather until after the game, but it was nice once we got back to the field house and we're all standing outside, feel that little breeze. But it was a big win.
Hey, thank you. We're here live at the Kia showroom. You guys come on out and have some Chick-fil-A biscuits with us. We've got some big biscuits this morning, Coleman. We appreciate that. And what a great day. It's Labor Day weekend. Some of you guys didn't go out of town. But you know what? They've got specials out here. You need to come out. Get in one of these souls. Test your soul. Come on out at Kia. We'll be right back on Eagle Sports.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Kia of LaGrange. Our game plan is set, and our 16-model Kia's got to go to make room for the 17 models that are arriving daily. This means extra savings for you for all our 16 models. Right now, you can take home a 16 Kia Optima LX for as low as $19,900. With prices like this, they won't last long. Hurry to 1217 Lafayette Parkway and let our Star Savings team help you get in the Kia of your dreams. Check us out online at KiaofLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax, tag, and title. Stock number 19112.
Introducing the most valuable provider, your nationally ranked WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Ranked a top 100 large community hospital by Truven Health Analytics. Named a top 100 great community hospital by Becker's Hospital Review. Rated top 100 in medical excellence and patient safety by CareChecks. WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Award-winning healthcare right here in LaGrange. To learn more, visit wellstar.org/WGMC. We believe in life well lived.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships. In the game of football, it takes the skill and effort of a team to reach the goal line. At Commercial Bank and Trust, we know it takes the same kind of teamwork to help you reach the goal of financial security. That's why we offer a team of professionals who are dedicated to providing effective game-winning financial solutions. You'll get the expertise you need from people you know and trust. Commercial Bank and Trust, a division of the Synovus Bank, member FDIC.
Inside traffic, nice hole for the Tigers to the 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown Tigers. Cam Russell starts it off.
A 38-yard jaunt on the outside by Cam Russell. What a great stalk block by freshman Colby Hudson to allow him to break loose, and then it was just off to the races, and Cameron Russell would not be denied.
You know, Coach, as you go back and you look at the film, you pick up on little nuances like that little stop block. A lot of the fans don't see that. You know, they just so focused on the running back or the tailback running down the sidelines, they don't pick up on the fact that tackles take a step outside and cut him on the outside hip, and that Colby's out there doing a stop block, turning him inside to allow that to happen. And I think it's kind of neat to see all the mechanics of a play come together and be well executed.
Right, especially on offense. I mean, you talk about 11 people having to do their job to execute one simple play. And, you know, I was real pleased with what we got out of the offense last night. We really, as defense, we really didn't give them a lot of opportunities, and we had to take advantage when we had the ball because Bowden went on several long drives and kept us on the field, and we're just picking away. And but when the offense got rolling and they kept the composure in the second half, I kept hearing Coach Holt say over the headsets, hey, everybody calm down, we're all right. Mm-hmm. You know, we're down 2 scores, but we got plenty of time. And I thought our coaching staff really kept the composure last night. And it was good to see as I was walking up and down the sideline, them coaching and not being a spectator, so to speak, and coaching and staying positive and just the way you expect it to be. And we really kept our composure, and I think it trickled over to the kids. And I told the kids with about 6 minutes left, I said, look, you know, just turn around real quick, look up in the bleachers. A lot of people have left because we were down 2 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. I said, they're going to be sorry they missed this. Mm-hmm. And because we're about to do something good right here. Just keep plugging. And it turned out in our favor.
Well, you know, that's confidence. We were talking. I had migrated down at the sidelines right before halftime, and it's a different kind of energy last night. And I just told Jack I want to be down on the sidelines and be a part of it. And you know, you see it, and the kids were. They never lost hope. You know, you're down the 13 points, and you know you got confidence in the offense, and you know it's just a good atmosphere.
You know, and they never lost their poise, they never lost hope. But the biggest thing, they never pointed fingers at each other. You know, there's not a whole lot of hey he messed up type stuff. You know, it's guys taking ownership in what they did, and being positive and trying to get it corrected, and that's when you know you got something good going. Is when that culture that we have continuously talked about for a year and a couple months now, that culture is going in the right direction. And when you have the culture right, the culture's got to proceed the winning. And so when you get the culture right, and we've got that in place now, then these things are going to happen.
Mm-hmm. I know you're asking a lot out of your young, inexperienced team last week. I said, man, you guys are young. You said, well, inexperienced.
Well,
maybe it's a combination.
Well, it's a combination of both. Yeah. You're talking about playing, I think last night we played 13 sophomores, very, very meaningful minutes. We played 2 freshmen that one started and one subbed in a lot. And then you take on top of that some juniors like Seth Adams and those people who never played. You know, he's on his 3rd week of playing offensive line in his lifetime. You know, and so that's what I mean when you have that combination of youth and experience.
Mm-hmm. Well, my point is, you know, I was talking to some of the parents, just so happened to be in the touchdown club, and was talking about how a couple of your sophomore starters weren't necessarily going to start last night. I said, well, hey, he's getting their attention, and you know, we made a comment that they were on the radio last night how they were coming down the halls, and some of the guys were calling them sub 1 and sub 2. Hey, you know, if that gets their attention.
I started that, by the way.
Well, good for you. You know, because sometimes you got to get their attention.
I think we're talking about Jay Brody Messer and Khalif Thornton, and those guys are great kids. and I'm trying to figure out what buttons to push to motivate them, because they're not kids that you have to go out there and beat them down every day. They're just guys that they get motivated in different ways. And Jay Brody's just a very relaxed, very reserved kid, but he's internally motivated. And I'm trying to find out ways to push those buttons to get those guys to play with what I call relentless effort. They give effort on every play, but they're just now learning what relentless effort is. And we talk all the time, football is a game. It's 6 seconds of relentless effort and concentration. That's what it is, because the average play or the length of a play could be anywhere from 4 to 6 seconds. So we talk about relentless effort and concentration, and they're starting to understand what relentless effort means. That's like playing with your hair's on fire.
That's right. It's a friend of mine, Tim Ellen, and we often make reference. He actually started it, and I've picked up on it. How you doing, man? I said, I'm Mach 5 with my hair on fire. And I don't have much hair left.
but that's what football is. I mean, it's a man's game. It's a man's game. It is very, very physical. Not everybody can play it. And we're just in these wins, and this confidence kind of helps us get to where we need to go effort-wise.
Rome was built one step at a time, and we're 3-1 in the last 4 games. Just a little thought there. Hey, a shout-out to the radio audience, listening audience, and if you're streaming live on the internet, go to eagle1023.com and take a look at us. You won't see much of us, but hopefully you're hearing a lot of good stuff. Jack Mormon's down in Florida. He texted me already. He said, look, I'm streaming and listening to you guys. We just a great game last night. We loved, recapping the game after it was over with, and in the late minutes of the fourth quarter. And, of course, Mike Rayford's already called me, hey, make sure I got the what channel, what time you guys come on. And you've had a few folks ask you.
Big play Ray's dad, isn't it?
Is that right? Yeah. Just, he's starting to, people are starting to come around, and, winning breeds success breeds winning. It's just, it's good for the community, good for the support, and people are wanting to pitch in and listen, and that's a good thing to do. Hey, with that, we're going to take a break. We're here live at the Kia showroom. What a beautiful Saturday morning. You guys come out and join us. Grab a Chick-fil-A sausage biscuit. I was asking Coleman, is that a chicken sausage? Not for sure. I'm just picking him.
I was wondering if they did that because we've won 2 in a row now. I mean,
you think?
I don't know.
When's the steak going to come?
Did Chick-fil-A come up with something special just for us?
Better stay away from the cows. All right, you listen to Saturday Morning Quarterback Show, Troup High Style. I'm Greg Hicks along with head coach Tanner Glisson. We'll be right back.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Kia of LaGrange. Our game plan is set, and our 16 model Kia's got to go to make room for the 17 models that are arriving daily. This means extra savings for you for all our 16 models. Right now, you can take home a 16 Kia Optima LX for as low as $19,900. With prices like this, they won't last long. Hurry to 1217 Lafayette Parkway and let our Star Savings team help you get in the Kia of your dreams. Check us out online at KiaofLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax, tag, and title. Stock number 19112.
Russ Brown, owner of LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental, has all the tools and equipment handymen and contractors need in our area. And if you're planning a wedding, party, tailgate, reunion, or corporate event, LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental has you covered. Like them on Facebook and see all the particulars they offer. Plus, they're open Monday through Saturday. LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental, Greenville Street, LaGrange, next to CVS Pharmacy. Phone 706-882-8665. That's 706-882-8665. LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
This is that quarterback's going to roll right, looking. He's going to throw it again, backed out deep. And we're going to intercept it at the 10, up to the 15. 20, got some open space ahead of us. The 30, still finding our way to the 31-yard line. Great defensive play, good pressure on the quarterback, and the Tigers get the ball back.
Good job by Ken Truitt as he intercepts the ball going back on about the 4-yard line. He goes and steps on the 1, turns it up, and brings it back 30 yards to the 31-yard line.
You know, we'll take the plays we like highlights, but we love the touchdowns, we love the long runs. But, you know, just as important is when the defense holds them and they turns away that attempt at a touchdown by the opponent, and we'll take a fumble. You know, there wasn't a whole lot of turnovers last night. I mean, I made a comment. Nobody fumbled the ball last night. They had a couple of interceptions, and or at least we did, and that was really significant right there on Truett's part.
Right, it was. I tell you what, I was glad to hear Ken Truitt on that highlight, because Ken Truitt has been very, very solid for us. I'll tell you what, he's mixed it up on both sides of the ball, has scored a couple touchdowns offensively, but his defensive play has been unbelievable. He's really turned into a lockdown corner for us. We already have more interceptions this season than we had all of last season as a defensive unit, so that's pretty good. I think our bringing Coach Alba in from Carrollton, I think he's done a real good job on our back end. I think our back end is maybe the most improved unit on our football team. If you remember back to last year, we had people running wide open, and it was very disheartening, and he has worked real hard to shore that up, and we're making some plays back there.
I think when I focus on the corners and the freeze and the strong safeties, I'm looking at how they move their hips, how they react to the ball, and especially the corners, because, you know, they're pretty much going to be on somebody every time. And, you know, with a safety, you can kind of float around and read quick, but those hips on those corners have to be turned quick and stride for stride, and you can see a difference this year. I was at practice a couple weeks ago over there with the D-backs and watching Alba work with them, and he had them rolling. He's got a certain techniques and sessions they go through, and it's like, you know, it's amazing how just working on technique pays off in the game.
And he should know it real well. He played at BYU, Coach Alba did, and coached at BYU, coached at Fresno State, and so he knows that thing like the back of his hand. And I tell you who else, Macente Stafford. He missed a couple of tackles, but all in all, Macente's playing real well, getting involved in the run game, getting down into the box. You know, he has to be a guy that we call on to play DB and linebacker. You know, he's got to be what we call our rover guy. He's got to be interchangeable, and he's done a good job with that.
And for a guy that hardly ever comes off the field, he's one of those few. And last night I spoke to him 2 or 3 times after the game, and you could see he was excited, but he was tired.
You know what? In calling Stafford out and calling Brandon Barrington out, I chewed on those 2 guys pretty hard during the first half, and they responded very, very well. And I told them after the game, I appreciate you allowing me to chew on you and you responding in a positive way. Brandon got the personal foul, and Macente missed 2 big tackles, and so I really just ripped them, because we need those guys to play well. They got to play well for our football team. But the way they responded, there was no talking back. There was no turning their heads. They looked me man in eye to eye and took that chewing that I can give sometimes. And you got to have thick skin sometimes.
And these are 2 senior guys. And so
junior, or Macente's a junior.
And Barrington. But you know, they're old enough to understand. You know what? I made a mistake. And you know, Stafford had a chance to pick him up in the backfield, and he got stiff armed. And he knows that. He said, "Man, I should have never done that." There's a way to go out when somebody's trying to stiff arm you.
Right.
So you know, other kids might have not even pounded the turf, but he knew then that he could have done it differently. Right. So it's good to see that when you talk to your players like that they're responding in a positive
manner.
I think
we just, you know, the amount of respect that we have for the way we coach our kids, and the amount of respect our kids have for our coaching staff shows up a lot too in those times when it gets the toughest.
Well, what again, we're going to come back after this short break and talk more Troup Tiger football and go over some more highlights of the game as we come back here live at the Kia showroom. You guys come out and join us. Have a Chick-fil-A biscuit with us this morning from the Parkway. Troup High football. We'll be right back on Eagle Sports.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Kia of LaGrange. Our game plan is set, and our 16 model Kia's got to go to make room for the 17 models that are arriving daily. This means extra savings for you for all our 16 models. Right now, you can take home a 16 Kia Optima LX for as low as $19,900. With prices like this, they won't last long. Hurry to 1217 Lafayette Parkway and let our star savings team help you get in the Kia of your dreams. Check us out online at KiaofLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax, tag, and title. Stock number 19112. Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish barbecue cooked to perfection and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9 or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
Introducing the most valuable provider, your nationally ranked WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Ranked a top 100 large community hospital by Troup Health Analytics. Named a top 100 great community hospital by Becker's Hospital Review. Rated top 100 in medical excellence and patient safety by CareChecks. WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Award-winning healthcare right here in LaGrange. To learn more, visit wellstar.org/WGMC. We believe in life well lived.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Montez Crow will wait for the snap. Takes it. He's got a blitz in his face. He's going to throw to the corner. Caught! Touchdown, Tigers! Touchdown! Tigers, no flags. He goes to the end zone. Austin Rayford has a chance to win the game.
Wow, that'll tie the ball game up. 27-27. What a great pass by Crow into the corner. Actually, the front goal line. Truitt turns around. The coverage outruns him. Truitt catches the ball, backs in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, you can't help but get excited like that. I hate to
actually pumping my fist. That was the first time I heard it. That was good. That was good.
Jack and I have been doing this, years, and we don't like to step on each other. But sometimes you just overcome with excitement. And, I think people understand. We respect each other's, calling plays. But at the same time, that was fun last night. And it's what a minute and 27 seconds, maybe 26 seconds left in the game, and wow. And, I go back to that previous series. It was 4th and 5. We had a little motion, a little flinch, and so we back us up 5. And I'm thinking, all right, guys.
We had to call timeout because we had to change our play call.
Need to think about it. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, I'm down here on the sidelines, and I can see it. I see Kobe on he's kind of hesitating. Then he's on a go route. Isolation with a corner, and I can see the pass. I said, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
Because
I thought he was going to score on that play.
Well, I thought he's either going to catch it or he's going to be interfered with because the corner's got no choice.
I thought if he was going to catch the ball, I thought the corner was going to get turned around. He was going to kind of do his little push off on him. I thought he was going to go ahead and walk in the end zone.
Well, it happened right in front of me, and I was like, that's what I'm talking about. That yellow flag came in. I said, that was an excellent play call because you got to figure you're going to win either way.
Well,
when you ISO on Kobe.
As good head coaches do, I questioned that play call twice, and my OC said, Coach Holt said, no, this is what I want. And I tell Kelby a lot. I said, during crunch time, in the biggest of moments, think about players and not plays.
That's right.
And Kobe Hudson's a player.
And that's what I was talking about last night, is that you got a playmaker here. He's just a freshman, and, whoa, we're going to be excited for the next 3.5 years.
Yeah, he's legit.
He is any of you weapons right there. Yeah. It just seemed right to go to Kobe on the sidelines, use the sidelines, let that corner get up and do something with it.
What does that say about your football team, that in the biggest of moments you're throwing the ball to a freshman?
Well, that says you got a lot of playmakers, but you also got a heck of a confidence in a nice freshman.
That's big time. And,
wow.
And a shout-out to Montez. The whole football game kept his composure. He was another coach on the field last night. Very cool, calm. Happy birthday to him, by the way. His birthday this morning.
Oh, I'll have to get him now.
Yeah,
so Brantley Robinson's birthday last night, and Montez was this morning.
Right. Montez just turned 14. And
whatever.
Just kidding. Just picking on Montez. But love him to death. He is a great, high-character young man. But happy birthday to him. I'm telling you, I don't know that I've ever been around a quarterback in those type of moments that was that calm, that cool, that collected.
Yeah.
It was good to see.
It's funny that you say that because we were talking about everybody, and I said, guys, let's not forget that Montez Crow played a well of a ball game last night. He only potentially made one boo-boo that it almost cost us, and he's going to look back and say, whew. Yeah. But other than that, he was on the money. He was on the money, made great throws.
And Coach Brewer has done a great job coaching him up. They have spent countless hours. I wish I had $1 for every hour they spent on the film. They have watched so much film in the last 6 months. It's unbelievable. They've gone from the GoPros onto helmet to camera to wide shots, rear shots, everything. They have broken everything down in his game to make him a better football player. So kudos to them. And it was just it was good to see him be that cool, that calm under pressure.
And it wasn't just throwing the ball. A lot of times last night he purposely you had a couple of purposely run play quarterback runs, but at the same time, a few times he scrambled around the offensive line, opened up some holes for him. And when he decides to run, normally Montez is going to pick you up 5 to 7 yards.
You know, and y'all have heard me say this before, and I can't overemphasize this part of it. Our offensive package is built around that position and that guy making a lot of reads on a play-to-play basis. People do not understand that how much leeway we give him to check out of plays, to read certain people, to get us in the right calls. So we have to do a good job of coaching him every week to get him prepared to be that coach on the field. And when he can do that, you know, we have an ace in the hole right there.
Yeah. Well, it showed up last night, and still in a young season, many, many more games to go, and we're just excited to see each week the progression of your team and the players, and it's just neat to say. And you talk about progression, I go back to Carson Rayford. Had a couple of saving tackles last night.
He did. We did not play as well as we could have special teams wise. This is the first game where I was disappointed in our special teams play. But let me say this: when we scored to tie the game right there, and there's so much energy in Callaway Stadium. The PAT unit went out there. It was calm. Brandon Barrington snapped. Jack Schweizer holding. Rayford with the kick. All the blocking was really, really sound up front. So I even thought about using our last time out right there because everybody was running on and off the field. People were hugging, high-fiving. The crowd was going nuts. And I wanted to make sure everything was good, but I could see the composure that they had. And I said, no, this is good. This is good. Let them play. And it was probably the best one we had all night.
Funny that you say that. I brought up that same point. I said, watch these guys. They're going about it business-like.
Yes.
It was just
and that's
there.
what we preach. And that is so rewarding for us coaches to see that in the toughest of moments and where the adrenaline is flowing the most, you can tell that they're being coached because they're dialed in on execution, and that is crucial.
Well, that's one of the things that you can have kudos to you guys is that the PAT team and the field goal team, they have done a well of a job this year. The times that you've had to execute a field goal attempt or a PAT. So we're real proud of that bunch. And like you said last night, we're going to get that kickoff coverage down.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice to have them kick an end zone.
I tell you what we did last night, and I take all the responsibility for this, but we tried to what I call cheat the depth chart. We had a lot of guys going both ways. We played a lot of freshmen on that kickoff team and sophomores that really are not starters and don't play a lot, especially on that right side. And I tried to cheat the depth chart, tried to steal a couple reps, had confidence in Rayford kicking it in the end zone. He didn't have his greatest night kicking off, and it came back to bite us a little bit, but I won't make that same mistake twice.
Well, that's and you can tell Carson came back in his next kick, and he was in the end zone.
Yes,
so,
yes.
Hey, with that, we've got one more last break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about next week's game against Lamar County and a little history of that. And we were talking off the air. It doesn't get any easier, guys.
They're 2-0.
You bet. Hey, we'll be right back here. You're listening to Troup High Saturday Morning Quarterback Show live from Kia on the Parkway on Eagle Sports.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Kia of LaGrange. Our game plan is set, and our 16-model Kia's got to go to make room for the 17 models that are arriving daily. This means extra savings for you for all our 16 models. Right now, you can take home a 16 Kia Optima LX for as low as $19,900. With prices like this, they won't last long. Hurry to 1217 Lafayette Parkway and let our Star Savings team help you get in the Kia of your dreams. Check us out online at KiaofLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax, tag, and title. Stock number 19112. Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Russ Brown, owner of LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental, has all the tools and equipment handymen and contractors need in our area. And if you're planning a wedding, party, tailgate, reunion, or corporate event, LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental has you covered. Like them on Facebook and see all the particulars they offer. Plus, they're open Monday through Saturday. LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental, Greenville Street, LaGrange, next to CVS Pharmacy. Phone 706-882-8665. That's 706-882-8665. LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Hello, it is Eagle 102.3. Coleman Fines here with you. Just wanted to say that we were really glad to be here at Kia of LaGrange, and we're going to send it back to Greg. And I want to thank all the fine folks at Kia of LaGrange for hosting us. Also, thank you to Chick-fil-A for giving us some great biscuits and breakfast this morning as well. And I tell you what, we really appreciate it. So come on out and check out all the great lines of Kias that they have here, from the Soul, the K900, to the Sorrento, to the all the other vehicles that are here that are ready for you to help make your travels to whatever game you're going to next.
Lamar County. Lamar
County, that's where you're heading out to? There you go. And that is next week. Ought to be a good one. So I probably will. I'm going to probably make an appointment to be there. I don't know. I might should stay away. You've been doing pretty good without me there, Coach.
Come on. That's true. Don't jinx us, Coleman. Stay away. No, actually, and I was told, and I'm assuming this is true, that anytime that Greg Hicks or Jack Mormon gets anybody to come out here and they say that they're buying a Kia because we sent them, we get some commission. I hope you guys are listening, because I just want to make sure y'all all know that, okay? But anyway, just joking. Hey, last night was Military Appreciation night, Coach. We had some wonderful veterans out last night, some active duty guys, and it was really nice to see. They walked out with the captains, and I noticed all the captains last night came by and shook their hands. That's just something to see.
We try to preach that with our kids. I mean, the armed forces and people that put their lives on the line for us to be able to do what we do and live in a free country. And we try to, in America now, we're losing some of those values, and we're trying to go back and teach those values to our kids, and the appreciation for those people that we have, and our kids really respond well to that.
I like it. We had Long Cane Middle School night as well. A lot of those the young football players at the middle school got a chance to come through the tunnel with you and break through the banner. That was kind of nice to see. It's always, you're talking about building that program. Well, that involves also getting the middle school involved, and even to some respect the youth rec sports, when they see you guys with those Troup hats running around, and it's just all building that foundation there.
It is, and that stuff takes time, and there's a plan in place and steps in place to even improve those in those areas, and we're excited.
Well, speaking of being excited, next Friday night we're traveling 55 miles over to Barnesville, Georgia, to play Lamar County. As you come into Barnesville, it's on the west side. High school's right there on the right.
Yep. Can't miss it. Real brand new stadium. When I say brand new, maybe 5 years old, maybe. Yeah. They're about 3 or 4 years removed from playing for the state championship. Right. Matter of fact, when I was coming in on the radio this morning, Georgia Tech was playing. They got 3 kids from Lamar County on
two of the Austin boys.
Yeah, the Austin boys. Yeah. And they went and beat Jackson last night. And just to give you a little background on that, Jackson could have easily beaten Mary Persons the week before. Mary Persons made it to the quarterfinals in Quad A last year. Saw them playing on TV in that Corky Kell Classic to kick off season 2. And so those are, that's going to be tough now. That's going to be a challenge for us, and it's going to get tougher and tougher every week. And we got to improve. We're not there yet. Just don't fool ourselves thinking that we're, about to make a state championship run here. We got a lot of stuff to work on. But, like I said, the stock in Troup football is trending.
Yeah. We like what we see, and all you can do is make steady and positive improvements week to week. Hey, you guys, come on out Friday night. Let's travel good, guys.
Yeah, we need it.
Go ahead and make plans for Friday night. Don't say I don't want to go. Don't say I'm tired. If you're going to say it, jump in the car anyway. Get something to eat locally. Go to Rogers Barbecue. Grab some food before you leave. Stop by the Chick-fil-A out here on the Parkway as you're going out of town. I'm sure there's plenty of places in Barnesville. But just come on out and support your Tigers next Friday night in Lamar County.
Yeah, and part of us building a tradition here and putting this program where it needs to be is fan support. We got to continue to do that. We got to continue to grow it, keep reaching out to our fan base, and we need to be one of those teams and programs that has a reputation of traveling well. Right. We need to get on the road. We need to be loud and proud, and we need to feed off of that and go put up another W.
Sure was proud of the Bowden folks last
Absolutely.
night. They did a great job
and that's
traveling.
what they're known for.
And that's what we want to do, too.
Correct.
We want to see a bunch of Troup Tigers heading to Barnesville next Friday night. Make it a date. All right, we'll see you next Saturday morning here from the Kia showroom. I'm your host, Greg Hicks, along with head coach Tanner Glisson. We'll see you next week. Go Tigers.
WELR, Eagle 102.